In my stream. Is there an error with you? Um, I don't think so. Hold on, guys, 1 second. I'll just check in the stream. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome, welcome to everybody who's watching in my stream. Is there an error? I don't think so. Hold on, guys, 1 second. I'll just check in the stream. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any errors. We are chilling. So yeah, guys, welcome to the stream. Semi-finals once again. Uno momento, por favor. Y tú. They're waiting to see silent tactics. Let us join the Wait, what is guys? I made an oopsie. I sent the wrong link. Or did I delete? My bad. I sent the wrong link to everyone, guys. Sorry. Why does it feel like I am flustered? I would say. Is that okay? Yeah. Reason being, guys, I'm trying to set this up. Boom. Messages. This one. This one. Hi guys, so we'll be honest, right? Yesterday the game between Chelsea and Arsenal was very boring. I wanted to do a video to recap it. There was nothing to recap. Like I know I promise you I'm not trying to hate. Like I promise you that that's not the case. I really wanted to give it a watch. It like make a video about it after. It just there was nothing to talk about in all honesty. To me, it was a very boring game. Arsenal knew what they were coming into that game to do, and they did it perfectly. Arsenal knew that they were going to force Chelsea to break them down, and Chelsea just failed to do so. So yeah, I was really gonna make a whole video on it, but it could be summarized in 2 sentences, in my opinion. So that's all I have for you guys on that topic. I do think that Liam Rosinia, I think he's getting a lot of stick right now, and I think unfairly so. I think with time he's going to be a very good manager. The problem is we are very reactionary, all of us as a community. I think that we are too reactionary when it comes to certain things. For example, I think the only 2 games he lost so far during his short spell at Chelsea is to Arsenal, arguably the best team in the world. I mean, they did beat Bayern, they did beat. My power ceiling is on. 1 second, guys. I think Liam is in here, in all honesty. I think he just needs a little bit of time. I think everybody's way too reactionary about new managers. Like, give the guy some time. I do think, however, he is a bit cheesy, and I feel like that's why he's getting some stick. It's not really about the football inside of things. It's just sometimes in his interviews, it seems a bit. What's it with you? It seems a bit forced. You know, like he's trying way too hard to be an intellectual. Or maybe he is just an intellectual. I don't know the situation with him, but I feel like he deserves time. I mean, two losses and both games are to Arsenal. I don't think that's something to be mad about. Arsenal are currently a top three team in the world. I understand that they don't score goals from open play, but to me, it doesn't matter how you score once the ball goes into the back of the net. They went 8 out of 8 in Champions League. They made it to the EFL Cup semi-final. We'll see who plays them between City and Newcastle after today. But overall, I think that Liam Rosenior just needs some time, in my opinion. The City are set up enough to be very interesting. No Haaland, no Turkey. Semenyo and Foden starts. Reinders, O'Reilly, Gonzalez make up the midfield. Ake and Kusunov anchors the backline with Aidnuri and Nunes on both sides. Mamouche, lone striker, where Trafford and goal. As for Newcastle, Ramsdale starts and goal. They are playing a back three, Tiao, Botman, and Danwood. What is the old managers and playing a back three when they need goals? I don't understand. Trippier, Willock, Tonali, Ramsey, Hall. That's the midfield. And Walter Maria and Anthony Gordon up top. And up front too. Newcastle have also been trying Anthony Gordon out as a striker. He played there as a lone striker against Liverpool as well. I don't understand that. I would have liked to see Walter Maria and Johan Wissa play together though. Like that is something I would like to see. Yeah. Bobby says City for the win. Welcome to the chat, bro. You finally make it. What do you think the scoreline gonna be today? Three one. Now, there's a question for you, right, Bobby? If Mamouche plays well to the rep, and let's say he score a brace, would you allow him to play over Haaland for the upcoming game? Not all of them, obviously, but for a small stint. Because Haaland has been struggling recently. Would you say, okay, Mamouche is back now, he's firing. Let him get a run. 3-2 Newcastle. Calling is such a hit, bro. But if Newcastle win 3-2, City will still go through an aggregate, they will go through 4-2. Because the start is game 2-0 up. Also, don't forget, they have a double game. We can't give it 26 for Arsenal, right? They play against Brentford and Wolves. I don't know if they're still focusing on the FPL, but nope, because Mahmoud's not got a hold of play. Just keep on losing the ball, which is very bad because City backline also. Fair enough. But would you want him to play as a hold-up striker? I mean, considering the amount of offensive talent you all have around you, I don't think you need him to hold up the ball. More so just tell him getting behind and fire passes into him. But you all need to win some games in the Prem though, because you're drawing way too much. Trust me when I say nobody wants to see Arsenal win the league. No one. There's not a single person who wants to see Arsenal lifting that Premier League trophy. I think universally everyone hates Arsenal, other than Arsenal fans. Every non-Arsenal fan right now hates Arsenal. Yeah, that's it. So like in terms of playing the ball into Haaland right now, seeing as he's not scoring, you don't think you should give it a chance to somebody who is scoring? I mean, benching Haaland is a crazy thing to think about, but the same. So I like say Mamush getting in positions, Haaland getting in, but he finishing the chances. Would you not give him a run? Because Haaland had some shocking misses over the past couple games. As somebody who's do FPL, I had him in my FPL before I sold him for João Pedro. Bro, he misses some big chances. Boy, I focusing, but I know we can. Our our just buy three Arsenal players who are in game week 26 and sit on the test. I feel I might go for a back three. Arsenal three defense because their attackers are garbage. Hopefully we can pray for some own goals and call it a day, or some nil-nil draws and let them go with that. Once they don't concede goals, I'll be chilling. I might go to Raya, Saliba, and Gabriel. But he might rest Gabriel or Saliba, though. That's the problem. FPL hard right now, though. But that game yesterday was so boring. Like genuinely, that game football yesterday, Chelsea versus Arsenal, that was so boring. I just like Mahmoud for some reason, so I declare that what's my opinion on Haaland benching. Yeah. No, I agree with you, because I think benching Haaland in general is a crazy statement. Because the man could not score for 5 games and then show up and score 4 goals in one match. That's just how good he is. The thing is, it's like, it's plenty games to play, especially seeing as you all finish top 8 in the Champions League. You're probably going to get a hard opposition. Most likely, you might even play Real Madrid if Real Madrid get past Benfica. Like, dude, you need to start resting some legs because God forbid Haaland gets injured, even if he misses like 5 games a month of football, bro, that gonna be real tough to recover from. Because you all have a backup striker right now. I mean, Mamouche, but like you just said, you don't really like Mamouche. Unless you play some menu as a 9 or a false 9 with Foden. But in terms of like a pure 9, aside from Haaland, you're all really lacking in that department. Because it's so much games right now as well, bro. Like, so much games. I was thinking that Haaland misfiring right now could be due to exhaustion as well. Like, how many games the guy plays, bro? Because that position at City lacks. Mamouche went away to AFCON. So he was literally their only reliable 9. Semenyo signed, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? So for that period of time from October to December, there was him alone. I must stream kind of behind. So I'll react to the goal in like a minute. See? See? I told you Mamouche. Mamouche is that guy, bro. Omar Mamouche. First of all, the flick to start of the play was very good. I'm not going to say that. This man out there grilling Marmouche and Marmouche out there back heel flicking the man running in behind. Look at Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola so happy with his ball last. Wait, what? What just happened there? Did Danburn tackle the ball into him? He did. Did he tackle the ball into Marmouche? He did. Bro, that that's the most Premier League goal ever. Like genuinely, that's the most Premier League goal ever. Hey, at this point, you will take a mistake as well. Also, what's your thoughts on Bernardo Silva? Like, be honest, forget nostalgia, right? Like for the past 3 years, what's your thoughts on Bernardo Silva still being a starter for Man City? I mean, he not started tonight, but overall, he's part of Pep plan. He reluctant to mention him. What's your thoughts on What's your thoughts on Bernardo Silva so far? Send me a kiss handsome. I am 100% certain that is a man. Yep, that is definitely a man. I refuse to send you a kiss. Lady boy, get out my chat. Voltamare, Gordon. Is that 1-1? Oh, what a stop chop. What a stop Trafford. Damn. But they got you really. Bernardo is very classy because he dribbles brilliant. I just don't know what it says. Yeah, but he kind of don't have the legs anymore though. Like before, you cannot rely on him to do defensive duties as well. Now it's more so like it's like you said, he's just very good on the ball. But you have so many players good on the ball right now. You have Turkey, you have Foden, you have Reinders, you have Semenyo. So I feel like you have a lot of players that like to play the exact same way Bernardo plays though. Problem is you have no defensive stability. Rodri is not the player he used to be anymore. And are you trusting Nico Gonzalez for 90 minutes every game? I feel like Bernardo Silva time past him. As good as he's, like you say, he's a very good dribbler. He's very good on the ball. But I feel like he fell off a bit with age. Ooh, unlucky. Damn, no Foden. Okay, so ideally, right, but if all players healthy, right, every single player available, all of them, what would be your starting 11? Assuming all players healthy. Too much Foden. Tonali has been shocking this season. Like honestly, he has been so bad this year. Last season he was amazing. This season he's been horrid. Almost. Damn Ramsey got a hand on that too. Well done. Well done. Donna Diaz, Guvardio, Nunes and O'Reilly defense. Alright. That's a solid defense. Massive props to Matthias Nunes, by the way. He has been arguably one of the best right backs in the league. Definitely a top three right back in the league right now, which is a crazy thing to say considering he's not even a right back. Cherky, Rodri, Bernardo midfield. Yeah, I don't think I agree with that part. I think I would start reading those over Bernardo Silva. But you would know better than me. You are a City fan, so I can't speak for you. Semenyo, Doku, Haaland, attack. Fair enough. I feel like the only change I'd make to that starter lineup is I would start Tijani Reinders over Bernardo Silva. Now I know he has been inconsistent, but I watched him at AC Milan last year, and I wished Real Madrid signed that guy, bro. Bro, he is so freaking good. Like genuinely. No, but as I said, I feel like for City right now he isn't very good. But I watched him at AC Milan last year, bro. He was incredible. I think he's had a good start to the season as well for City. I just feel like it didn't last very long. But like I said, you would know much better than me because I don't really watch y'all play that much unless FPL related. But I would take him at Real Madrid. I think we could use a player like him in our midfield. But, that's why I will always stick to the league you play in matters because a lot when it comes to stats because them playing easy leagues and coming prem and doing shit. Fair enough, but I kind of disagree with any sense that I have a lot of players from shit leagues that went to the Premier League and destroyed the league. I mean, Hazard came from Lille, Salah came from Roma, De Bruyne came from Wolfsburg, Rodri came from Spain, Bernardo Silva came from Monaco, um, Doku came from when did I sign him from? Anderlecht? No, where did I sign Doku from? So yeah, I feel like I agree with what you're saying in a sense that a lot of players go to the Premier League and flop, but there are a lot of players who go to the Premier League and perform very well as if you think about it as well. So I think currently, right, how many English players in the Premier right now would you say top five? Because Haaland came from Bundesliga. I mean, he's a freak, so we can leave him out. Turkey, look at how Turkey came from freaking Olympic Lyon. And look at how good he playing right now, bro. Better than Foden. Um, so I kind of disagree with that league because look at Coutinho when he went to Barca, flopped. Um, Hazard when he went to Real Madrid, flopped. Trent at Real Madrid right now, flop. So I could see the point you're making, but I also have to counter it. 'Cause I think one of the reasons the Premier League gets so hyped is because they are allowed to spend infinite money. How did he miss there? Oh my goodness. Nico Riley does miss a freaking tapping. Good try though, Semenyo. Damn. What a pass. Now I know the players I call were talented, but it's like I said, there are a lot of players who flop, even though they showed like, you know, they showed flashes of brilliance. Because I feel like I go to that with Jude Bellingham right now. I feel like Jude Bellingham, the more I watch him, is the more I started to realize that he isn't generational. When I say that, I think he's a very, very, very good player. But the thing is, I feel like you could find another Jude Bellingham in the next 5 years. You probably have a couple Jude Bellinghams right now. I feel like he lacks that part of his game that makes him unique, you know? It's like with Pedri. Like Pedri's ability to play out of a press, his ability to pick a pass, his ability to react quickly, you know? And he could play as a deep line playmaker as well. But he does play as a deep line playmaker. But I just said he's good on both sides of the ball. I think Jude lacks that creativity in the final third. So it's like one of those instances where a player is talented. You can see that he's talented, but like where is the peak? Like is that all they can do, or are they going to go further? You know. And I feel like a lot of players went to the Premier League during that phase where it was like, okay, well, we talented, but they went to the Premier League being talented and developed. Basically, it's very hard to judge Real Madrid players, right? Like I understand what you're saying about Goulet and Bellingham, right? But as it currently stands, and there's no excuse, I promise there's no excuse. I just need to think about it from my perspective, right? The entire team is dysfunctional, like the entire team. And it's not just the team. The management is dysfunctional, the board is that dysfunctional, the president is dysfunctional. The entire team is in shambles, basically. And I think that a lot, because you can't tell me, if you look at a Real Madrid team, there are a lot of players who we paid hundreds of millions for. There are a lot of players who we scouted and brought into the club. There are a lot of players who a year or two ago was in top five in each position. And now we look at all of them and saying all of them bad. If you look at it, Valverde is underperforming. Chouameni is underperforming. Bellingham is underperforming. Aragula is underperforming. Vini has been horrible. Rodrigo is inconsistent. So for us to say all of these players who were world class like a year ago suddenly just became bad. The entire team is dysfunctional. So I feel like I promise that's no excuse. Like I know it's something like excuse. I promise that's no excuse. It just feels like from head to toe the team is bad. It's like Barca and Xavi, right? Rafinha didn't look like he looks now on the Hansi Flick. You know? It's the same with Yamal. Yamal had his breakout. He had the Euros after Xavi left. Um, Now Xavi is the one who did put his faith in him, but Yamal's first season in top flight football wasn't the best. He really came alive at the Euros, and then his second season at Barca was no looking back, generational, best young player in the world, top five player in the world. You know that kind of vibes. So I feel like that's just my outlook on the situation. But I feel like ego as well has a part to play with management. Because a lot of these players, like Vinicius Junior, for example, he is demanding higher wages and he's playing some of the worst football I've ever seen from a player in a Real Madrid shirt. And that's been nice. Before that goal against Barcelona, he had what? No goals in 19 matches, and you went number 7 for Real Madrid starting every match. That's crazy. No, Xavi was a good manager in the sense that he bring out a lot of. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I think Xavi was a good manager, you know, because people also seem to forget Xavi won a league title. You know? Like people don't play his time at Barca like it was just this horrible shit. So Xavi, the reason Barca are as good as they are now is because of the foundation that Xavi laid. Yamal, Pedri, Gavi, Fermin Lopez, Gerard Martin. A lot of these players, Balde, a lot of these players, it's because Xavi gave them opportunity. What I was saying is like, look, if you look at how Rafinha performed under him compared to how he's performing under Hansi Flick, and you can tell that sometimes you just need a different approach to things, you know? For me, like Jude Bellingham, before he signed for Real Madrid, Jude Bellingham was a very good box to box midfielder, right? That one season he played for Carlo Ancelotti, he played him as a 10. And suddenly Jude Bellingham forgot to do everything else. All he wants to do is play as a shadow striker now. But the team doesn't need you to be a shadow striker. We have Mbappe for that. So now you are trying to be something that we don't really need you to be at the moment, you know? We need you to facilitate and create chances, not just score happens, you know? So to me that kind of like hinders things as well. But there's a lot of stuff to factor in if you think about it. Just I feel like right now I just at that stage where I just watching to see how it goes and praying for the best because Newcastle had some good chances though. No, no, no. Wow. They got him behind pretty comfortably. Oh, shit. The what? Yeah, I agree with you in that sense too. I feel like if you just drop Vinicius Junior and you play Bellingham false nine with Mbappe and Rodrigo, you're gonna have a much better outcome. The only problem is if you put Bellingham in that false nine position, you're gonna need to play somebody else in midfield. And right now we have a very depleted squad. Because Chouameni has to fall into play centre back. Kamavinga plays good for one game and then he's out for five. So in that sense, you have to think about it, like who's gonna play? Are we gonna play Dani Ceballos for 90 minutes? Aragula and who? Brian Diaz as a midfield too with Jude Bellingham. That defensive structure is non-existent. And we already conceding goals when we try to defend. So imagine if we have no stability in the midfield. Because Valverde has to play right back because Florentino Perez refuses to sign a right back. I have no idea what his problem is, but that guy, Caval has no legs and we keeping him on the roster rather than just buying a right back or promoting a right back from the Castilla. We literally have Valdepeñas and Guardado just wasting time, bro. Aguado, sorry. Hey, good job, Nunes. Oh no, Mateus Nunes. He had bonks. What I mean? What he had bonks mean? I don't know what I mean. Yo, them midfielders real dog. This man forget roasting my team, boy. But you're right. They're right now that team, bro. And again, we just refuse to use our youngsters. And that one thing I will always give Barca props for giving their young players a chance, bro. Because Pet, he didn't come from La Masia, but he was fairly young when they signed him from Las Palmas. Nah, but he should not keep the ball for so long though. From the time he got out of trouble, he started to try to make a pass. So that yellow could have been avoided if he just wasn't trying to do too much, in my opinion. I mean, it was a good fall, but he put himself in that position to take a stupid fall, in my opinion. Good try. I feel like Semenyo is just such a good player, bro. Genuinely, like he's just real good. Mamouche score again, right? Omar Mamouche on the double. This man was hating on Mamouche today. This man said, "I don't like Mamouche, bro. I forget Mamouche. We hate Mamouche. Mamouche is not." And Mamouche, say, you know what, Bobby, hold this. Bobby now hating on the man. He said, "Bro, Mamouche is shit. Forget Mamouche. We hate Mamouche." But Semenyo's so good though. Like genuinely, I feel like that man just, bro. Like, how are you supposed to stop him? Right foot, left foot. His chance creation is incredible. He very physical. He fast. Like, the fact that City have Turkey and Semenyo for me just crazy, bro. Mamouche hat trick loading. Unleash Mamouche. Yeah, I have no way Newcastle's going for goals, bro. Like, I have no way Newcastle's going for goals. But correct me if I'm wrong, right? Because like I said, you would know more than me. When Mamouche did first sign from Frankfurt, is Frankfurt you come from? When he did first sign for City, wasn't he like playing well? Like for the first couple games. I don't know what happened after that. I think he got injured or something. But for the first couple games, wasn't he playing well? I think he had a hat trick in like his second game, no? Or am I tripping? Am I tripping? Just playing good and he fall off tremendously. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I remember it was against Newcastle. Yeah, cause I remember Mamouche last season and he had like a goal at the season contender as well when he scored from like Narnia. And I remember Mamouche balling up because when Madrid played um I remember now. Three. Pack it up. Wow. I, and he hated on teacher anyway in the store. I telling you, maybe I should start lighting all the players with. Yeah, let's start calling all of them shit though. Start playing well. Call all of them to some now. But I tell you, bro, some menu is incredible. The fact that City got him, I like, bro, I don't know what to say about her. But yeah, that game is done, bro. 3-0. This is how a game of football supposed to look. Not that shit we watched yesterday between Arsenal and Chelsea. I mean, about for Newcastle, they can see the fourth to Liverpool this weekend. Then, no. It's suspicious how we have so much money, but yeah. Not really, because if you think about it, right? Think about it like this. Sunderland for getting promoted from the championship, the second division. For getting promoted to the Premier League, they get $200 million to spend. Like, so imagine what the top tier Premier League teams have to spend. And City is a team that won 4 Premier League titles in a row. So like, when you factor all those things in, it kind of add up. Plus, all they get players for cheap though. Like, you got Donnarumma for like 25 million. You get Turkey for 35 million. So it's not like you were spending like 100, almost like 56 million. So like, it's not like you was out there spending like 500, 600 million, you know? But like Arsenal, look how much money Arsenal spend. Arsenal literally have two teams right now from just purchases. Look how much money Liverpool spent as well. Isak was 100 plus. Ekatike was almost 100. Wirtz was over 100. Frimpong and Kirkins. Like, Premier League teams just have money to spend, bro. Like, the leaguers do so well that their clubs are allowed to spend. Don't get me wrong, City does spend a lot of money, but this saying, I feel like it's like Sunderland bought how many players? When Forest got promoted, they literally bought the entire team. They bought like 15 players. So we had a lot of attackers though when we need the midfielders and defensive players. Yeah, that's true. But you got rid of Oscar Bob. A shock Savinho stayed though. That was a weird one for me. But then when you think about it, the attacking players that you have, they're very versatile because Foden could play left, right, and as a 10. Turkey could play left, right, and as a 10. Semenyo could play left, right, as a 10. Why isn't Rangers cutting the ball back for Mahmoud there? Uh, Bro, just cut the ball back for Mamouche, bro. What the hell? That was greedy, I'm not gonna lie. That was real greedy. Yeah, as in, you all have um you all have a lot of versatile players who could play anywhere across the front. Casemiro could play right and left. Turkey could play right and left, and 10. Foden could play left and right, and 10. Doku could play right and left. Mamouche could play as a 10 and as a left and as a striker. So, like, that's something you have to be happy about. They have a lot of versatility. But like you say, you all need that right back, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, Matthias Nunes, bro, he's been very good, but he's not a traditional right back. Rico Lewis has been shite, but then again, he's not traditional right back. Um, Nico Riley has been very good this year, though. Massive props to Nico Riley. Like, he's a midfielder, and they put him to play left back, bro, and he was arguably the best left back in the league. Like, genuinely, he was. This guy is so good at left back, bro. He actually had me thinking that he should get called up to England to play as their left back. But I still would give the edge to Luis Hall. I like Luis Hall as a player a lot. This game like 10 times better than the game yesterday. That game yesterday was, bro, it was so boring. He playing for England, man. Yeah, for sure, he must get called up. He deserve bro. He has been so good, and again, he can also play as a midfielder. So he's like a left back who can play midfielder as well, which is he owned Madrid, no cap. Yep, I remember he had a very good game against us. But to be fair, everyone has a very good game against Madrid right now, bro. So that's not an accomplishment. Literally, Alba City players had a good game against us. So beating Real Madrid right now don't have the same weight like it used to. You know, it does look like we might get a Real Madrid versus Manchester City fixture again in Champions League, though. They love that fixture. Anthony Gordon down injured. Bro, just call it what it is. Put the fries in the bag. GG's, just yep. But I tell you that Newcastle had no chance of beating City, bro. Like all they could have played Donnarumma striker and all that probably win this. All they just had to try and not score any concede any dookie goals. I feel like Foden need a goal to boost his confidence though. Premier League match managers. It might be 5-0 on this game alone after. You telling me Newcastle gonna keep all out for the second half? Hell no. Or they might score two more. I know for sure Mamu's looking for a hat trick. Foden looking to get one as well. You play Liverpool this weekend. Bam, that should be a good game. Because Liverpool just beat Newcastle 4-1 as well. I feel about that matchup. Good save, Trafford. Does Newcastle have a chance in this? Liverpool not winning, I'm sure about it. Failure. You're not afraid Ekitike, right? Hey, you don't think Ekitike have a little magic? Oof. Bro, Arsenal fans talk way too much, bro. Holy shit. Like, genuinely, they just yap so much, bro. You think Diaz playing against Liverpool? You don't think that would be too soon to bring him back? Just in case. When they say what thing to do is to just rest him for one more game, especially such a hard game. Halftime 3-0. Not much to talk about really. Man City absolutely dominated this game, start to finish. Oh, yeah, the bench right now? Okay. Yeah, I literally have the freaking bench right here and I'm not even watching it. Donnarumma, Diaz, Haaland, Turkey, Rodri, McAdoo, Allen, Lewis. Who's that? Nupan? Paid off. That's good that Diaz gonna be back. So I guess Diaz and Gay starting centre back partnership. That should be very good, not gonna lie. The problem is though, when Gvardiol and Diaz comes back, right? Who is the starting? Who's his pairing? The starting pairing? Are you dropping Gvardiol to the bench, or is he a defender? Naipan? Oh, Gvardiol not come back until the end of the season. Okay, fair enough. Let me go look up this kid real quick. Sverre Halset Naipan from Norway. Oh, he's a central midfielder. Okay. A 19-year-old. Are we going to see a lot of him? I don't think I've heard of this guy. Snogavadio coming back made no matter it, and Kusanov will play right back. Is that ideal? Is Kusanov a good right back? Sorry for asking stupid questions, bro, but genuinely, I don't know if that's like a thing. Is Kusanov a right back? Well, can he play right back? Snogavadio can play left back as well. Well, I mean, assuming that's next season. Then again, you're probably gonna sell Ake. Who, Kusanov or the other guy, Naipan? Kusanov, I'm assuming. No, I know Kusanov is fast. He's a very good defender, but I don't know if he's played right back before. I know City bought him as a centre back. Like ability wise, is he a good right back? but he can play fullback. Ah, okay, fair enough. I haven't seen enough of him to give a proper opinion. I've seen him play centre back, and I think he's a very good centre back. But it's never a bad thing because, like, look how we're going on right now with the injury situation, the amount of games we have to play. So I feel like having Kusanov, Gavadio, Gay, and Ruben Diaz is never a bad thing. You have a lot of rotation, you have a lot of players who can play multiple positions, and because Gavadio could always play left back, and Diaz and Gay play centre back. And I guess he could just play Kusanov right, like you said. But well, like Pep Guardiola did say he don't want Matthias Nunes playing in his midfield, so I guess they're gonna have to wait and see the situation with that. But it's always an option. Like right now, Miley is position or is my stream lagging? Hello? It is lagging. Why is my shit lagging? I feel like Pep was always very experimental though. I can't tell if it's still lagging or not. Is it still lagging? Is it better now? Okay, I feel like it's better now. But yeah, I feel like Pep has always been very experimental though. I think he does some. See, does some stuff that's gonna either be really good or gonna have you be like what? Like, what's the purpose of that? You know, I feel like it's a double-edged sword with Pep Guardiola. Like when he played the IR2 centre back for Barcelona, and everybody was like, "Bro, what are you doing?" And then they end up winning the Champions League. So I feel like sometimes you can't question the genius. By the way, like honestly, bro, I gotta say this from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for staying on the stream though. Like thanks for interacting and talking and chatting. Like it actually means a lot. Cause I can tell you, locally in Trinidad right now, nobody really trying to do this. So I trying to build a community. Not this is not about me. Like I say, if all they decide all they want to do something, you Spanish and what's the other guy named Jay? If all they decide all they want to do something like this, bro, they could use my platform to promote whoever they want to, or they could ask to come on the platform whenever they want to. It's up, entirely up to all you though. But I just saying, like, I appreciate you that you actually stay in the chat for this long, bro. I thought you were just popping and pop up, but the fact that you're actually interacting and talking and giving good insight because you teach me a lot about Man City this season that I wasn't really paying attention to. So like that's always helpful. Plus, he's the only person I've met so far that is not a Madrid or Barca fan. Like even if you go to our group chat right now on Discord, it's everybody's Madrid and Barca fans. I unemployed, bro. When I have time, hop on the channel, bro. Give us some insight on Man City. Look, Man City play Liverpool this weekend. Give us a Man City versus Liverpool combined XI. Give us something, you know. You're always welcome to join the channel, bro. Employment is overrated. Yeah, thanks for staying on the stream, bro. Genuinely, like, I appreciate it. Because right now, the only thing we're missing to start getting paid from YouTube is watch time, which is what you're giving me right now. So, like, once we keep live streaming, the watch time going up rapidly. So the goal is to basically see if we can get watch time within the next 3 months because 4,000 watch time, bro, which is a pain in the ass. Yeah. And after that, I'm chilling. I talk plenty. Even when I used to play games, I used to be on streams. I bet. Well, I hope to see you on the stream a lot more often. Again, you giving me insight to Man City that I kind of watch them play as much as you. Like I will watch the big games, like Man City play Liverpool this weekend. I'm definitely gonna watch that. But in terms of watching Man City, like I didn't even watch Man City versus Bodo Glimt. You probably took in that game, so you can give me insight on certain topics. That, but again, bro, thanks for actually just rocking back on the stream. And I guess this is where it starts. Today is the 4th of February. We built. We actually have one person who committed to staying into our full stream. They start or something, you know. So how many people on the stream right now? Let me check. 9 people watching right now. So hey, appreciate it, bro. We will build this one brick at a time. What Bart does say in certified Samson videos? Brick by brick, bro. But bro, if you're passionate about football, hop on the channel, bro. Like just jump on the channel. Like it just come on the channel, bro. Or you're wanted by the police or Ian Allen or something, so you're trying to hide your face. Let's hop on the channel, bro. Do a segment. If you like it, fine, we post it. If not, you don't have to post it, bro. Chillin'. Right now I'm debating. No, right now I want to join that team as well, bro. Because I used to play as well. I went on knock this morning and it feels real good, like genuinely. It's been I can't tell you how long, and like that little run I had, bro, it was amazing. But if I start to back to play, I don't think I'm gonna like look at any top teams. I wanna just go and get like uh obviously a professional setting, not no sweat. But like not for like no superstar team, but like a team where I can just start to train back until I feel like I'm comfortable enough to play at a higher level. I'm gonna be just this bro. Ow. So yeah, like what do you mean looking at playing for? Just say WTW connection or defense force, bro, because that's high level football. But yeah, I went on out this morning and it was amazing, like genuinely. I forget how good playing football is, bro. Yeah, exactly. Something we could train with where the men not too out of time, man. Um, but just good vibes now, bro. Because some men I find they take this shit too serious, especially when they play at higher levels. So, I played Tertiary League with SBCS, bro, and that was chaos. I want to tell you chaos, I mean chaos, bro. Because some men, some men was a bit, you know, the R word. But you really think about doing nothing, bro. Yeah, see, you clock it, bro. Exactly. Like, bro. So unnecessary too, eh? Because in Santa Cruz, it have a kind of back road. I don't know if you know what Santa Cruz is. If you know where Santa Cruz is, I'm sorry for saying you don't know where Santa Cruz is, but I used to go sweat in Santa Cruz, but it wasn't really like a sweat. It was more organized. And, bro, it was the worst. Like, it was so freaking racist, bro. Like, literally every single word was just something racist, bro. It was just bad. I had a group that used to sweat in our runways as well. Again, organized. It wasn't like chaotic sweat wildness. It was more organized, and that was chill vibes. It was much better. The only thing is, that man was more into cricket. So, like, we would go join them to play cricket for like an hour to 2 hours. And then when it's time to sweat, we'd sweat for like 15 to 20 minutes. And that turned me off because they really was just using us to get numbers to play cricket and humoring us with the football after now. So it got a bit sickening. Second half has begun. Oh shit, Johan was just miss a. The home do, eh? Are you breaking up everyone though? Huh? You be playing rugby, not football? Yeah, I get to the point where I content with the skill I have in the sport, bro. I too old right now to think about improving and getting better and practicing. Like the ability I have right now, I could go and sweat with it and say, all right, well, I had a good day, you know. I passed that professional level type of vibes. If I be, I'm still holding on to every. But I just realized my thumbnail saying FA Cup as well. This is the Carabao Cup. Am I stupid? Probably. Cute 6677. Hello, how have you been? Have you been good? Welcome back to the stream. As you can see, there's been a lot of improvement since the last time you clicked on my channel. Hi, how have you been? I've been good, actually. Still streaming, still trying to grow the channel, posting on multiple platforms. How have you been? Um, as you can see, the stream has improved from last time. Last time it was just my face. Now we got a little graphics going. We even have someone in the chat. Yeah, that last minute goal from Havertz wasn't even good. Yeah, it was a quick counter. I think, honestly, the thing about that goal from Havertz yesterday was like what pissed me off, and I'm a neutral fan, right? I didn't care who win the game. But genuinely, what pissed me off about our goal was what the hell was Kukurea doing? Out of all the passes to make at that time in the game from the position that where Chelsea was in, why would he just kick the ball up in the air, back to his goal, and hope for the best? That was such a terrible pass, bro. Like, the only thing that pissed me off about that goal was that pass from Kukurea. That pass, bro, that pass was so bad. Like, getting paid millions of dollars to do that shit at that time. Because Chelsea were on the attack. They were options in the half. The ball was literally near the box. And he literally cleared the ball into the air for freaking Arsenal to counter it. Great job with the graphics. Thank you. How have you been? Have you been good? What have you been up to? I'm still holding on to air. I don't know what Mamus is trying to do there, but unlucky. I feel like we haven't seen much of food in this game, though. Food and shit. Watch Foden score now that you call them shit. I watch and see. I bet money Foden can score now. Every time you call a player bad so far, they perform. Let me see Foden go. I've been alright. Thanks for asking. You think Madrid will make the last 16? Honestly, like genuinely, and I'm not trying to be funny. I cannot say. I cannot say. I want to be able to say yes right now. I want to be able to sit here right now and say yes. Real Madrid gonna beat Benfica. I can't. I really and truly from the bottom, and it pains me to it pains me. It literally hurts me to say this. I cannot tell you if we're gonna be Benfica. I didn't think at the start of the year I would ever have to say that sentence, but because I don't know what version of Real Madrid is gonna show up. Is it gonna be the version of Real Madrid that wants to play the sport? Is it gonna be the version of Real Madrid that gonna run hard and try to make tackles and try to win back the ball or try to be creative in the final third? Or is it going to be the Real Madrid who's going to walk around the pitch, play with 50% of their efforts, and then act like victims? So I want to say yes, but I genuinely cannot. Are they going to get outclassed again? Probably. We probably will. That wouldn't be shocking to me if we lost to Benfica. I mean, we lost 4-2 to them already. So if we lose to them, then it is what it is, bro. But I would like to think that we could beat them. I would like to. Wait, dog are cute. Um, what team do you support, by the way? Are you a Barca fan? I feel like everybody who joins my stream are Barca fans, bro. They're gonna get outclassed again. Benfica are one of the best managers of all time. Yeah, but I don't know, bro. I don't even know where I'm going with this, but probably will get outclassed, bro. Would it be surprising if we did? No, it wouldn't be. What if? Because Elanga doing? Elanga is juggling. I feel like City kind of taking it easy now, bro. I need to be careful. Oh shit! Mistake. The best midfielder ever. What kind of crack they smoking? Ever? Bro, Tijani Reinders, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like Reinders, bro, come on. Like what in the world are you doing there, brother? You have to score a chance. The hell? Like Mahmoud's just so good here, bro. And then Reinders just pops up and says, you know what? Let me sour the whole vibes. He could have even passed it to Foden. That was a terrible shot, bro. Oh my goodness. Your thoughts on modern fixtures? Do you think the overload games are unfair to the players? And that is your thoughts on modern fixtures. Do you think the overload in games are unfair to the players and that is causes injuries and hinders the enjoyment of football? Yeah, genuinely as a football fan, as someone who would watch football 24/7, like after I watch this game, I'm gonna make a video about the game and then I'm going to watch highlights of other games I played because I think Lion play right now. So as somebody who loves football, watches football every single day, watches highlights in my spare time, watches a million podcasts, a million talk shows, a million reviews. I do think there's a lot too much games, bro. Because I think what people fail to realize is a lot of these players are human beings, like genuinely. So I understand like everybody gonna say, oh, well, they get paid millions of dollars to do this. Yeah, but they're still human though. Like asking a player to play 3 games a week for 4 weeks of the month, that's crazy, you know? And I know you can say, well, you have a bench, you can utilize the bench and rest the players, but it's still a bit too much in my opinion. And then we are at a period where the Champions League has more games now. The World Cup is right around the corner, and then we have international friendlies and the international break in between. So overall, it's such an overload of football, which is a crazy thing to say, but that's just where we are right now. You know, UEFA and FIFA has become, well, not become, but they are showcasing more of it now. Their hunger for money. The lack. Look how many players are getting injured. Like think about it. Especially when it comes to ACLs. How many players have torn ACLs recently? So that's a great question, honestly. But I think that there is too many games. I think that it's hard to figure out a way to limit that. But the only thing I can think of is players need to invest in their benches now. You need to have like a starting 11, which is your starting 11 and a bench. So, which is why I think Arsenal are so prosperous this season because one thing I would say about Arteta and the Arsenal board, they've been building this team for 6 years. They have bought the right players. Like Mosquera isn't good enough to be a starter for Arsenal. But if Saliba or Gabriel is injured, he can fill that void at a very high level. He's also a player who's gonna complain about being in the background, you know? They see him with Hincapié. They see him with Mikel Merino. Mikel Merino comes off the bench and plays at a high level. As funny as that sounds, he does. Look at what he did for Spain in the Euros. How many goals has he scored for Arsenal when they had no hope, when Goikarez was being a fridge? So overall, I think that right now to compensate for that, players need to stack your bench. You need to put more faith in your bench, and this is a very good thing for football academies right now because I think you should use the academies. Genuinely, I think that this is a reason. This is a very big reason for why teams should not go to the academies. Like Barcelona, they're gonna thrive right now because when you go to La Masia, it's the best brand young footballers you can find. Um, Real Madrid scouting a bunch of Brazilians from foreign. So there's a lot to take into consideration, but you need to have a well balanced bench. And I feel like Arsenal right now, they are beneficiaries to that. The same thing I would say Manchester City. Manchester City does have a deep team. The problem is they have a lot of injuries. Like Kusanov is a good player. Will he start over the Azanga Variol? No. You see, Bobby, the thing about young players not getting a chance, right? Is due to the fact that for big teams specifically, which is why we have the loan system to send players to smaller clubs, right? For big teams, right? Like let's say Chelsea, Madrid, Barca, Bayern Munich, Man City, for example. Winning, especially as a manager, is very important. Like these teams expect success every year. Like your manager will get sacked, players will be sold from these clubs for having an off period. That's just how it goes. So you as a manager, all right, put yourself in, let's say, a Jose Mourinho or Pep Guardiola's position. So many is available on the market for 80 million, right? But you have Oscar Bob, who's young, who's showing promise and potential, but isn't proven or experienced yet. Who would you select to be in a starting lineup, especially in big moments? You go with Semenyo because it's like a gamble, basically. You know, low risk, high reward. Whereas if you take a chance on Oscar Baum and he flops, they're gonna say, "Well, why have you been playing this guy when we needed success right now, and we don't have them?" You know. So I think for big clubs specifically, the lack of youngsters getting minutes is due to the fact that, well, wow, what a gory langa! Holy shit! Damn, bro, what a hit! Holy shit! I mean, it's a consolation goal, but yeah, but it was still good to watch. You know. You have a favorite soca this year? I like Voice. Like I love that song. I know that song cliche, but that song from Voice, bro, that song I carry it myself. Yeah, I love that song. Genuinely. I like song from Kutin. I can't remember the name because I don't really like Google the songs. I just listen to it when I'm in the car. It's been a radio. Yeah, I like Kutin music and I like the song with this guy. What's his name? The red guy with the rascal song with Master Montano. Shit, anybody? What's his name? I forget his name. Yeah, he have a song with Master Montano. Yeah, I like Weather Man as well. But if you ask me like to name the songs, I can't tell you. But like I listen to a lot of them in the car and on the radio, and they have some really good soca this year. But that Voice song, fun fact, I actually went to school with Voice. He was like 6 years, no, 5 years. I was in Form 1, he was in Form 6. So he was 5 years ahead of me. But that's something that you all should know. I knew famous people before they were famous. Yes, Paris Couture. I like Paris Couture. I think the song is Move Out the Way. Yeah, I like that song. I'm mixing up Couture with Tano. Like I like Paris Couture a lot. I like that song with Move Out the Way with Master Tano. But I like Tano a lot, bro. Tano has some banging songs. I think he sang Wedding Band, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Jam Tong, but that's last year. Yeah, I really like Tano and I like Paris Couture. Oh, so you're an old man then? No, I was only 26. Is that old? Anybody? Chat. Cass have a song with Tano called Roman Coca-Cola. So I like that song. Um, yeah, has some good music this year, man. Can't complain. But no, I'm not an old man. I'm 26 years young. But birthday is actually Monday. I'm gonna be 27. Unfortunately, getting old for you, but wow. I also went to school with Irfan Alsa as well. By the way, just saying, just saying. But again, I was a baby. I was like 11 when they were finishing, so I wasn't like we weren't well acquainted. Y'all know Lexi? I think he had one or two songs. Lexi, let me see. Lexi. Okay, not sure enough. His name is Alexi, but I don't know his stage name, bro. But I think he had one or two songs. And right, yeah, it is Lexi. He was on the light box. Song Signal, man. I went to school with him as well. He was a lot closer to me in age. Like we played football together. Oh yeah, that's just a fun fact. I don't think it's that important, but oh my days, Ilanga, just what the? I became a football fan because my father Um, yeah, he wasn't really into football, but he had friends who used to watch it when they came over. So like I used to watch it with them. And then when I started secondary school in 2011, I started to play the sport. So that made me realize like, okay, well I actually enjoy it now. So like before 2011, I used to watch it, but not as much. Like when my dad's friends came over, we used to watch it. I remember watching the 2008 World Cup. I think Spain won that one. I watched the 2006 Euros. It was 2000, no, the 2006 World Cup and the 2010 World Cup and the 2008 Euros. But Spain won that. Yeah, I just like the way that they played. I like quick counter-attacking football, especially under Jose Mourinho. Like that brand with Ozil, Higuain, young Benzema, not Benzema after he got seasoning. Like Benzema when he just signed from Lille. Obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo, Kaká. Like it was just fun to watch. Before I got into the sport, I used to like just want to see goals. Like I think that was everybody his thought process. Like before you actually have to understand the game, where like you used to break down tactics and like see low blocks and press and like learn everything. It's like as a casual watcher, you want to watch a game where teams just score plenty goals and that Real Madrid team on that was Mourinho, bro. They scored goals for fun. Like they scored goals for fun. Like they were just scoring at such a high clip all the time and yeah, I guess I just fell in love with the team specifically from that. Um, like I remember when I now got into it, we lost to Bayern Munich in the semi-finals against Bayern in a penalty shootout. And Ronaldo stepped up and I was like, yeah, there's no way he misses this, bro. Guaranteed. Missed. Ramos stepped up. There's no way he misses this. Guaranteed. Missed. Kaká stepped up. I said, there's no way he misses this. Missed. And we lost. And honestly, I felt like a part of me died that day. It was hard, genuinely. Like, and that's when we realized I was really passionate about this sport because the fact that I felt some kind of pain from a football match, especially from people who don't know me and etc., made me realize that damn, I really have a affiliation with the team. I really like the team. I like the players. I like the manager. I love Jose Mourinho, bro. Listening to Jose Mourinho's interviews was something else. So yeah, that was a huge part of it as well. And then we won in 2014. Ramos 94-28. We'll never forget that moment. And 92-48. What the hell am I talking about, bro? 92-48. We'll never forget that moment. And yeah, we just never looked back after it. It was amazing. So yeah, that is my life as a football fan. For a period of time, I used to like Manchester City because that's when the Aguero happened. But people told me I look like him when I cut my hair back in the day. And I now started playing football. I used to wear number 16 as well. So it was like, yeah. So I had a tiny stint. It wasn't long. It was a miniature stint as a fan of City. But really a fan now. It was like 2 weeks, if I'm being honest. Realistically, the game should be 3-2 right now. Newcastle did look better in the second half, I'd say. Um, yeah, that's about it, really. Like, guys, this sit down and talk things is hard, you know. Like, I feel like people underestimate how hard this is to be locked in and to be, like, talking for a long period of time. It's difficult. There's 50 minutes left of this game. We had 89 viewers in chat today. Which isn't bad. The goal was 100, but it's fine. Remove. Are you already thinking about next season for Real Madrid? Yeah, I feel like I have to though. I'm not trying to be a party pooper or anything, but I feel like at this stage I have to. I mean, there isn't really any signs that of life from the team. Again, I'm not trying to be a victim in the situation, but it's like, what is there to celebrate? You know, like what is there to celebrate? Eh, If like it was a rebuild phase, but the team was like showing signs of improvement, I would have been I would have been all on board. I'd have been like, okay, well, it's fine, but there is no signs of positivity. I mean, we still force Vinicius Junior and Kylian Mbappe to play every week, which is a pain in the ass. And the fact that it's not working and we keep trying to do it week in week out shows me that we are not learning from our mistakes and we have no eagerness to get better. The same thing, we have one striker on the bench, which is Gonzalo Garcia. Um, Gonzalo Garcia for me should be playing as a nine with Mbappe on the left. Nope, we sub Garcia on to play as a right wing because we have to accommodate Mbappe. We sub Rodrigo on to play left centre mid because we have to accommodate Vinicius Junior playing left wing. So to me, it's a joke, and I feel like that's where we are as a club right now. So are you feeling hopeful of next season? No, I'm not. Honestly, like I really am not. Again, the club has showed no eagerness to fix the problems that are there. No accountability. The same players. The fact that we still playing Vinicius Junior and Kylian Mbappe together shows that they are not learning from their mistakes. The fact that Franco Mastantuono is a starter for Real Madrid is baffling to me. And that's just the kind of situation we are in as a club right now. I mean, just be honest, I don't want to be mad at it. I don't want to be angry at it, but and I got to the point now where I don't think I am mad. It's more so like I love the team so much I will watch them play week in, week out, but it's like if we win, fine. If we don't win, fine. But I look on social media and Barca fans are trolling me and they're like, haha, bro, your team sucks. What? Yeah, you're right. I can't even like debate it anymore because this is what it is. And I feel like a lot of Real Madrid fans are advocating for stupidity and childish behavior because every time we lose, we play poorly and we have horrible stints. Our fans go to social media and talk about 15 Champions League. Yeah, we have 15 Champions League. The club does. These players who are currently playing don't. So, like, how was that helping us? How was that helping us win anything? So you believe Abla will get sacked next season? I don't think he was ever hired to be like our official manager. I think he was just hired to see Madrid through the season and keep the players happy. He's basically he's basically a court jester. That's how I would look at it. He's just there to keep the players happy. I don't think Madrid hired him for tactics, for experience, for managerial. Do you see his post match interviews? It's a freaking his post match interviews is a freaking motivational speech. You can ask this guy, so what did you think went wrong for the team today? Why did they lose? And he will tell you, well, with failure comes great responsibility and a bunch of nonsense, bro. He's talking about what you have to feel to get, bro. We don't care. You have to win. These players are on ridiculous salaries, earning a shit ton of money to do the bare minimum. They play with zero effort, zero heart, and what pisses me off about this team, pisses me off about the coach, and pisses me off about the president, and some of the fans that advocate for the shit is, I don't even care if we lose games. Losing games is fine. Everybody loses games. It's, bro, at least try to win. I watched a game against, who was it that we played this weekend? Rayo Vallecano. Bro, they were literally just diving every time they got into the box. It had no type of football about it. It had no, let's win this game through football. It was, okay, well, as soon as you get touched, hit the deck. And it's embarrassing to watch. I will, it's embarrassing to watch. Like, genuinely, it's not entertaining football. It's horrible to watch. And the fact that there are people who there are people who open their phone, open social media, and go to the comment section and defend this is baffling to me. And that's where we are as a club. From the fans, from the president, from the players, from the manager. And to me, the first step is accountability, which is why I will never go now and argue with a Barcelona fan. Barcelona are by far the best team in Spain. And as much as it hurts me to say that, is the truth. Real Madrid don't want to play against the big teams right now. If we play against Liverpool, they're going to beat us. Man City, they're going to beat us. PSG, they're going to beat us. Arsenal, they're going to beat us. Barca, they're going to beat us. And this should never be a state where Real Madrid is. Real Madrid conceded 94 goals in 76 matches. Only one team in Europe's top 5 leagues across the entirety of Europe conceded more goals, and that was Frankfurt. No other team. And across, I'm talking about 1 to 20 across Europe's top 5 leagues. I'm talking about teams like Pisa, teams like Brest, teams like Wolves. Wolves who 20th in the Premier League. Madrid conceded more goals than them. Do you understand? And Real Madrid are a big team. Do you understand how embarrassing that is? How laughable that is? It it's just sad, bro. Like it's a depressing time. Sorry for the rant. Do you dislike the current management of La Liga? Of how they restrict teams from buying players and force teams to sell their important players? Yeah, I think that's just what La Liga is. I hate it, but what we're gonna do? Because even when I look at a team like Getafe, who had to sell Alderete to Sunderland, like that's laughable. Even when you look at teams like Barcelona, who have to sell players to register players, and they are one of the biggest clubs in the world. You know how ridiculous that is? Sunderland win the championship in the Premier League and allowed to buy 20 players. It's laughable. And it's not just La Liga, it's Syria as well. It just terrible. Like and people have the audacity to talk about the Premier League is the best league in the world. Yeah, you should be the best league in the world. You should be the best league in the world by a large margin. The amount of money that you are allowed to throw around for fun, you should be the best team in the world. So yeah, I think the current management of La Liga is absolute shit. Tebas is also garbage, bro. I know everybody says, haha, Madrid fan Tebas, but Tebas, he's a garbage president, honestly. It's actually laughable. But yeah, everyone is on this hype about the Premier League is the best league. You should be the best league in the world. There should not be a debate about it. You should be the best league in the world. What, like, honestly, you should be the best league in the world. You spend so much money. Man City wants 5 players in January. After buying 5 players in the summer transfer window, no problem. Liverpool spent 450 million in summer transfer window. Oh, but January they need 3 more players. No problem. Chelsea bought 15 youngsters. No problem. That's what it is. That's the state of the world of football right now. So I feel it for La Liga. I feel it for Syria. I feel it for leagues that have to compete with less because, well, and the reason I brought up Getafe and Alderete specifically is because Alderete is performing at a high level for Sunderland right now. Like, he's an exceptional centre back. The guy is so freaking good. And Getafe were forced to sell him because you have to. So it's sad. Ramsdale, why are you still making saves, bro? Just call it a day and let's move on. Anyway, you didn't tell me what team you support. Are you a Barcelona fan? I feel like you are a Barcelona fan. Also, dog cute. I don't know real name. I just using your YouTube name. There's a Discord link in my description of my channel. You should probably go check it out and join the Discord. Honestly, it's very nice having you in the chat. So yeah. Again, my Discord is very different from everyone else. You are free to self promote your channel. You are free to join any discussion, start any discussion, do whatever you like to. Just be respectful. And when we're having debates, just try not to take it too seriously. But yeah, join the Discord if you're interested. If you want to be a part of the community. I don't know if you're into football though, because I see you asking some very knowledgeable questions here. These are some very good questions. This might be hard for you, but can you make an underrated FC? Well, like currently or of all time? Is he underrated FC currently or for all time? Currently. Um, yeah, I'm a Barca fan. Underrated FC right now would be, let's see, goalkeeper. Who's our goalkeeper? That's pretty good. That doesn't get any love. Um, I can't say Joan Garcia anymore because now that he plays for Barcelona, everybody realizes how good he is. Um, Royce, goalkeeper. I would say Royce or Duvbraka. That they play for Burnley and Sunderland. Um, Centre back, I would say Alarite from Getafe. I am a big fan of him. Other centre back, I would say Tiao from Newcastle or Tiao, whatever, however you pronounce his name. Tiao, I can even do this video and post on his channel if you like to be easier for you to keep up with. Um, yeah, Tiao from Newcastle. I think he's having an exceptional season. He left Newcastle, AC Milan because he wasn't getting any minutes and came to Newcastle and helped their defense massively. And I know Newcastle are not performing up to the standard we expect from them right now, but he's been a big part of their success. So yeah, I would say Roy, Salary, Tiao, left back Luis Hall, right back Matthias Nunes from Manchester City. He's not a natural right back, but to be a midfielder converting into right back in a Pep Guardiola system and performing at a high level, because to me he's top three right backs in the league with Timber and Rich James. Genuinely, I think he is that good. If you disagree, that's fine, no problem. Center defensive mid, I have to give it to De Jong. I think Pedri gets a lot of the praise, but I love De Jong. Like, as a Madrid fan, I tell you, bro, De Jong is magical. Like, he's not flashy, but bro, bro, the guy is so freaking good. Like, De Jong is amazing. Sorry for the glaze, but he really is just amazing. And it's crazy to say that oh, there's just a link in the description. You just open the description of my channel when you click Silent Tactics and just click the link. And that's it there. It should be in the Discord. But it's up to you though. If it's something that you're not comfortable with or not familiar with, that's fine. I just feel like it'll be easier for you to have these discussions. Um so yeah, we have Royce, Thiaw, Alderete, Luis Hall, Mateus Nunes, Frankie De Jong. And the reason I say Frankie De Jong underrated is because I feel like Pedri gets a lot of the praise, Yamal gets a lot of the praise, Rafinha gets a lot of the praise, Joan Garcia gets a lot of the praise. But bro, De Jong is he's so good, bro. Like really good. Um Other midfielders I give praise to Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle. I think Bruno Guimaraes is brilliant. I think he's an exceptional footballer. Um Another midfielder who I think is very underrated. I'm trying to think of like who I watch week in, week out, and I think, damn, this guy is very good. Who's a midfielder I watch week in, week out, I think is very, very good. Mm, it's none of the Man City players. All of them are rated just fine because Turkey is exceptional. Maybe Tijani Reinders. Yeah, you'll have to download Discord. But again, it's fine. You don't need to go through a lot of trouble. So don't worry about it. Because you could use Discord on Google as well. But again, it's a lot of work for you're not really gonna get rewarded by it. It's just for you to become a part of the community, basically. So it's fine. But I think I'm gonna have to sit and think about this. I'm gonna have to do a video. I'll do a video and I'll post it on the channel. So hopefully you see it. If anything, the next time I'm streaming, I could always just share the video for you to click on. Cause yeah, this is a hard one. Like like I'm thinking of who the hell is underrated right now, bro. And I can't think of anything. My mind is blank. Saka is overrated as shit. Trossard probably. Yeah, I think he's very underrated. I don't think people rate him highly. Brian and Mbeumo. Do people rate Brian and Mbeumo highly? I don't know. Do they? I think Brian and Mbeumo is a very good footballer, but is he underrated? I don't know. Yeah, it's not one. If anything, here what you can do right now. Because I'm ending the stream in the next 2 to 5 minutes, right? I'll end the stream at 6 o'clock exact. You could, if in 5 minutes you could type out your underrated XI, that would be appreciated. Like if you could give us your top five, your underrated team of the season, that'd be really good. All time easier. I don't know. Like I think it's one you're gonna have to think of. Because I feel like whenever you pick a player, you're leaving someone else out. I feel like that is troublesome. That's why it requires so much thinking because you're gonna say, okay, well, if I pick this guy, then you're gonna have to be like my all-time 11, like no underrated, just my all-time 11 players. Yeah, I dice. Then I'll go with Thibaut Courtois. Just listen to the rest of the team and then you could judge after it. In goal, I have to go with Thibaut Courtois. Left back Maldini, centre back Ramos and Nesta. Right back Dani Alves. Centre defensive mid Busquets. Midfield will take is Zidane and who am I putting Zidane with? It's somebody who's gonna play at 8. Xavi Hernandez. So I'll do Busquets, Xavi, Zidane. Actually, Busquets, Xavi, Modric. Right wing, Messi. Left wing, Ronaldo. And striker, R9. I would put Lewandowski in that conversation because of longevity. But in terms of pure footballing ability from who I've watched, bro, R9 was absolute. Bro, it was insane. Genuinely. As for the Thibaut Courtois shot, as crazy as it sounds, I have been of age during Thibaut Courtois' prime for Real Madrid. And I'm telling you, and people will, we would be a Europa League or Europa Conference League team without Thibaut Courtois. And I cannot go against that for him. Like I know, trust me when I say this is full bias. I know there are a lot of better goalkeepers than him. I will admit that. Um, check. No, yeah. I'm not gonna say Ashton. I never watch Ashton play. Casillas. Alright, so we're not gonna get to all of them, but yeah, there are a lot of goalkeepers who will get class. But what I've seen Thibaut Courtois do for Real Madrid, me personally, my opinion, what I've seen Thibaut Courtois do for Real Madrid is unmatched. Genuinely, I cannot go against that, bro. Like I've watched this guy save this team time and 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 time again. And I cannot, like, as bad as it sounds, as crazy as it sounds, people say, bro, it's just chatting. I can't go against it. So yeah, goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois, left back Maldini, centre back Nestan Ramos, right back Dani Alves, defensive midfielder Sergio Busquets, midfield two Xavi and Luka Modric, right wing Messi, left wing Ronaldo, striker Ronaldo, phenomenal. How'd I do? Was that good? And again, you have to leave out players which bothers me because I have to leave out Cruz, I have to leave out Iniesta, I have to leave out Zidane, I have to leave out Ronaldinho. You have to. That's the problem. You know, so like I would even John Terry. I was a big fan of John Terry. I have to leave out John Terry. So doing an all time 11 makes me feel that type of way because it's very hard. Genuinely. But yeah, that would be my all time 11. And again, I know the Thibaut Courtois shout is crazy. I will die on that hill, bro. Whoever's mad at me can be mad at me. I am how to deal with that. What do you think of my 11? I wanna call it. I might record a video today. Am I going to record a video today? We started the stream on 513 subscribers. We ended the stream on 516 subscribers, which is pretty good. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna have to end it there. Thank you so much for watching. Um, dog, cute. I think we'll pick up next time. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Continue to support. I will do the all-time exercise just for you, and I'll post it on the channel, and you let me know what you think. I'll do current and all-time, but I feel I'll start with the current. I even get the other guys to chip in as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Again, dog are cute if you're trying to get in contact with me. Um, the Discord link is there. The only unfortunate, where is my mic dead? I think my mic is dying. So yeah, sorry. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.